the hell is going on? Wait, what? He's just gone. Right? First time seeing a security camera on a table. This is true. That didn't tell us shit. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? Yeah, but I only think those things when I am thinking about the existential dread of being alive. What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that was the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Security video added to the court record. Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the... Why did it skip? Fuck, I hate it when it does that. Let me try something. I might be able to go... Is there really no way to pull history in this thing? Oh, that frustrates me. I know why it skipped, but there's no way to undo it. Actually, there is a slight way to undo it. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Makins? No, that thing is, that is for if you are trying to replay sections. And it's if I hit a different button. If I hit the escape button, it will actually, like, full-on skip. I needed it a couple weeks ago when I lost the level and had to skip through literally, like, 30 minutes of gameplay. The reason it skipped is because my space bar sticks and sometimes double presses. That's the reason I always fuck up bullet jumps in Warframe. Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the dot locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. I don't, yes it does. I had to think about that because I forgot that I don't use an actual keyboard. I use a Tartarus. So, my spacebar is actually a very, very small button. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. Sounds good, Paris. Enjoy your meal. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing, that would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead. But everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Alright, let's go back through. That's true. There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. This is also true. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. Can't imagine why he has romantic troubles. He is the pinnacle of male sexual appeal. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. Hey, Rogue, welcome to the stream. You missed us playing? You missed us dumping cocaine on fingerprints. And me fucking up voices constantly. And what else? Oh, a videotape of the crime happening, which shows a grand total of fucking nothing useful. I've verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. How are you doing, by the way? I haven't seen you in a bit. Sure, we'll press on that. Why not? However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. It was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? There's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. I can't tell if Edgeworth is trying to help us right now or hinder us. He would want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Swiftly getting out of my funk. Hard to be depressed when I have friends to spend time with. Been having tons of fun playing Cards Against Humanity. That's good, I'm glad. Glad you're doing better. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman? Where'd that blood come from? Yeah, isn't it convenient that you don't see his face a single fucking time? Yeah, it is rather well done, all things considered. Better than anything we ever seen in Danganronpa. How do you open the locker if it was only open with a fingerprint? That's the question we're trying to figure out, actually. Also, Meekin's actually getting in there. Yeah, I know, right? He's whooping ass. Neat has two meanings. Spelled as N-E-A-T, it can mean... because I remember the conversation, you heard the word rather than seeing it spelled. It can be as N-E-A-T, it can mean either cool, like nifty, or something interesting, or it can mean like organized. Alternatively, spelled N-E-E-T, it's a anagram, not anagram, acronym for not in education, employment, or training. So it's basically somebody who, like, it's me. Somebody who stays at home all day without a job. Did he have a glove? The glove falls from inside the locker. I really want to know where that blood comes from. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to track which side of it. That blood definitely wasn't there. How did it get there if Meekins has no weapon? Not as far as I can see. Oh, you're right. When they first engage, he slashes his hand. When he goes back in, he puts his hand on his shoulder. He puts the hand that was slashed on the shoulder. I'm just trying to figure out any discrepancy. My thought was that maybe whoever is in the suit had already murdered Goodman, and therefore the blood was there when he first entered the room. And that would have been the giveaway. Like, why is the blood here before the combat has even started? But Retro is right. The blood isn't even Goodman's. It's Meekin's. This is the other thing I don't get. Where the fuck did he go? The discrepancy is that the guy never leaves. That's, like, definitely a noticeable factor. Like, how did he sneak it? Assuming the camera is at the very least on the fourth wall, Not like literally on a table in the middle of the room like Paris was joking, which considering how shitty the angle is very possible. How the fuck did he sneak past the camera? The clone just never repeats, so it's a trap. First you move the flag, then the globe. This is a rewind, so we're gonna get back to him being there. Does the time ever change? Slowly. Yeah. The glove that's there was found at the scene of the crime. I know that much. Okay. It looks like he's not wearing gloves. Then that glove falls out, which was found on the floor there. He comes in. We see him sneaking up behind this dude. What is he fucking doing? He was looking at the knife. He swings, Meekins blocks and catches it with his hand. Which is better than the face. Meekins goes back in. Goodman throws him against the lockers. And backs up. Meekins realizes he's in no position to win this fight, so he puts his hands up to surrender. And Goodman goes back in to stab him. That's the only thing that's throwing... That's kind of a contradiction right there, is that Meekins says the dude that Goodman punches him. But admittedly, if he doesn't punch him and does stab him, then how is he alive in the courtroom right now? So... I don't even know. Yeah, that's a long ass knife, especially to get stabbed with. Frankly, I'm surprised Meekins can use his hand when those bandages come off. And then we tick back. And we see Meekins lying there on the floor. And the dude's gone. And the locker is left open, which is how we found it eventually. So, yeah. Awkward. God, I don't even know. Whoops. That wasn't on purpose. The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this? Hold on a second, I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine? Don't look at me with those bullery eyes. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again, Right? Because they're cheap bastards. It's gotta be... Let me return to cross-examination real quick. I have an idea. Seems I've been taking the wrong approach. Now then, the defense may resume its cross-examination. Assuming the witness is still willing to continue, that is, Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. It is my duty as a police officer to help the lost, sir. Great. Now they think I'm lost. Okay, his face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other detective person was Detective Goodman. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman, sir, which we do know for a fact is true. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. This all sounds true enough. Not this dude. Lana is who's being... Lana Sky is the one being prosecuted. I don't know why this dude is... Like... I don't think he did it either. But I don't know why we give a shit if he goes down for the murder. Like... Hey, Flair, welcome to the stream. Like, if he goes down for the murder, our client gets off. Like, that's fine by me. That seems like a win-win. The victim's body was found at the prosecutor's office. There has to be a mistake somewhere. The real thing's so much more intense than in the movies. Sounds good. Here, you can use the player to watch it as much as you'd like. The security video. Maybe I should take another look at it. God damn it. Okay, I don't remember what I pressed on to get access to the video. Was it this one? Yeah, it was. Okay. So, and this is how you skip. There's a problem. There's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Yeah, generally no backseating in chat. Although you're allowed to give, like, recommendations, just don't get fucking irritated if I don't do it. Because I'm bad at these games, you get used to it. Almost heaven. I am definitely stuck on this part, but I will ask specifically for help. At this point, I'm asking anybody who has an idea who hasn't already played the game. I'm not quite to the point of asking people who have played the game and know for a fact yet. But anybody who hasn't played the game and is willing to put forth suggestions is an option. I just don't remember what the hell. I just do not know what the hell it is that's different. We do not want to know who did it. Okay, locker's closed. Dude walks past. I know you are, Paris. He opens the locker. Hold on. May Meekins here states no one else could have opened it, but there's a hint in the video indicating the locker somehow. Okay. Yeah, I was just about to hold on. Let's look at the locker. See, I don't get these are evidence lockers. So the glove was evidence from a old case. Hold on, let me look at something real quick. Specifically, it is this glove right here. I went to the clinic and got seen. I've got some antibiotics now and should finally... Thank God. It's about time, Rogue, that you're not dying. The light is already on? Oh, you're right! The lights turn on when they unlock. All these are locked right now. Or all of these are, yeah, all of these are locked. This one isn't. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. I don't remember him opening that, but why is there a picture of a pretty girl in what's his face's locker? In Gumshoe's locker. Does Gumshoe have a honey on the side? Cause I know his one true love is Lady Justice. But it's okay if he has a little bit of honeys on the side. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Which means it might not be Goodman at all. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. God damn it, I've already watched this video enough. Unnecessary flashback, drink. Irritatingly unnecessary flashback. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. I hope Gumshoe has someone, but I could totally see had someone being the case. Yeah, this is true. It's not like I've deleted all of the pictures off of my phone of my last person that I was with, so. And now I made myself sad. Thanks, bro. No. Thanks for helping me make myself sad. I needed assistance with it tonight. Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.